Not only is there a turtle in my house, but there is an incredibly adorable turtle in my house. So I am very excited because I just got home with this very special little friend right here. So this here, as you can probably tell, is a little tiny turtle. Okay, so we just picked up this little guy. He's super tiny, just like so cute. Look how cute he is. He does look a little bit dry if you kind of look at the top of his shell and the top of his head, but besides the dryness, he looks pretty good. So hopefully once he gets in a more humid environment, he'll start looking a little less crusty. Look at that turtle. The turtle pooped. So I just got home with our little turtle here. He's hanging out right here. While we were in the car driving home, he did like poop and pee in the bin, which in my experience is very common of turtles and tortoises when they are traveling. Anytime I have traveled with a turtle or tortoise, they almost always poop in the bin. So I decided before I go and put the turtle in his setup, I wanted to give him a little bit of a soak. He was looking a little bit just kind of dry and dehydrated when I picked him up. Overall, he looks good for the most part, but yeah, definitely a little bit dry. So I figured that soaking him first might be a little bit beneficial to him, and then I'll get him all in his setup, and then hopefully he'll have a good time in there. So far this guy is just like really awesome. He's not too shy or anything. Definitely will like tuck in his shell as soon as I pick him up, but he has no problem poking his head out right after and looking around. He's a curious little guy. Doesn't seem to mind his soak or anything either. Seems very happy. So this little guy that I have right here is what is called a black-breasted leaf turtle or a Vietnamese leaf turtle. If you look at the back of their shell here, you can probably understand why they get the name leaf turtle, and also the black-breasted part, you know, you can kind of tell from what their underside looks like. So these guys are a fairly small species of turtle, you know, compared to a lot of other turtles that are commonly kept in captivity. They don't get very big at all. These guys stay quite small, which is really cool. These guys aren't really common in the pet trade at all. You know, if you think of other turtles like red-eared sliders or yellow-bellied sliders or things like box turtles, you know, you definitely don't see these guys nearly as often as you see those. So these are definitely a special little turtle to have here in captivity. I'm very excited to have this guy in my home. A couple days ago, I had the very exciting opportunity to go and pick up a very special and rare little turtle from Kijiji. For those of you who don't know, Kijiji is essentially just the Canadian version of Craigslist. It's a buy and sell site, and you know, I frequently go on there and browse the animal section. You know, even if I'm not planning on buying anything, I don't know, I literally look on there every day just because you never know when something exciting is gonna pop up, right? So this turtle right here is what you would call a black-breasted leaf turtle or a Vietnamese leaf turtle. If you look at their shell, you can kind of understand why they get their name as a leaf turtle. You know, their shell here does kind of look like some like fake leaves, or not fake leaves, I mean dead leaves, you know? Their shell kind of looks a little bit like some dead leaves. And their other common name, the black-breasted leaf turtle, comes from the fact that they are very black on the underside. Personally, I find it very pretty. I think that their black side is just beautiful, and I mean the top of their shell is like equally as beautiful, obviously. This is such a beautiful species of turtle. These turtles also stay quite small. I mean, if you just look at how small he is in my hand here, like this is such an adorable little turtle. So now, what is the deal with this turtle? Let's talk about this a little bit further, because unfortunately, I am very sad to say that I am not going to have this turtle past tomorrow. Today is my last full day with this sweet little guy right here. So what the heck is happening with this turtle? So as I mentioned, I am not going to be keeping this turtle any longer than tomorrow. why would I go out and buy this adorable rare turtle who I love so much and only have him for a few days? Let's talk about that. So this turtle is not actually mine, and it never was mine in the first place. It was never bought for myself. So this turtle actually belongs to my friend Dion. Many of you probably know Dion as Reptiliatus. He has a YouTube channel where he also focuses on exotic animals and pets, and this turtle actually belongs to him. So why do I have this turtle then if it's Dion's, and the fact that I bought it off Kijiji and everything? So let's talk about that. So a couple days ago I went and I picked up this turtle from a Kijiji ad, and the whole time this was arranged to be Dion's turtle. Basically just what happened was Dion has been wanting this type of turtle for a very long time. I can 100% say that I literally remember having conversations with Dion over a year ago about him wanting these turtles. Dion has been wanting this species of turtle for a very long time. One of these turtles happened to become available on Kijiji here in Ottawa. Now these turtles are not very common, and from what I know they are also fairly expensive, and the one that was posted here was just such a good deal that he wanted it so bad. However, the issue is Dion lives like 5 hours away from Ottawa, so he either had to like make a road trip to go and pick up this turtle or have it shipped. Now, the original owner of the turtle just for whatever reason did not want to ship it. She didn't feel comfortable with that. So here's where I am. This is where I come into place. So we found out that I actually lived only about 15 minutes from the person who previously owned this turtle. So it is not a far drive from me at all. So I actually arranged with this person to go and pick up the turtle. I bought it from them, and now I'm actually going to be shipping it out to Dion. I do want to say the previous owner of the turtle was aware of this. She does know it's being shipped, so it's not like we're lying to her and doing something that she was uncomfortable with. She does know that I am the one picking up the turtle and that it is going to be shipped to Dion, so just wanted to put that out there. She wasn't comfortable shipping it herself, but she is fine to have us do it. So as much as I absolutely adore this turtle and would just love to keep him as my own pet, it unfortunately is going to be shipped out to Dion tomorrow. I am very sad about it. I've joked to Dion before about wanting to steal his turtle and how he's making it more and more tempting to steal his turtle, but you know, I'm not gonna steal his turtle. I am gonna ship it out to him. So that's basically it. I went out the other day, I picked up this turtle, and then I brought him home, and I've temporarily been caring for him for a couple days now, and tomorrow he is going to be sent to Dion. So this right here is what the turtle is currently being kept in. Now keep in mind that I am only watching this turtle for like 2 days. This turtle is being shipped out to Dion tomorrow, so this setup here is incredibly temporary. If this turtle were going to be in my care for longer, or if you were setting up a permanent setup for them, it should be way better than this. But since this turtle is only here for a few days, I just need to make sure that he has his necessities in order to be comfortable, so I gave him this piece of cork bark that he can hide under and also climb on top. He has been enjoying climbing on top of it quite a bit. He does have his water dish here, and then I also did give him about 2 inches of substrate that he can burrow himself in if he wanted to, but as I mentioned, this is obviously nowhere near what you would want as a permanent setup for them. This is literally just his very temporary home while he stays with me for a few days before he goes off to Dion. Even though this is just a very temporary setup, I do want to give a little disclaimer that this species of turtle here is not really an aquatic species. You know, they're not like red ear sliders that spend the majority of their time in the water. They spend a lot more time on land, which is why this enclosure is mainly land with just a bit of a water dish here. Just wanted to give a quick little disclaimer so people weren't thinking that I was keeping an aquatic turtle on dirt for a few days. You know, I am just like absolutely in love with this turtle. I wish that I could keep him so badly, but you know, this is Dion's turtle, and also like I right now am just not ready for a turtle. Some of you may know who have watched my channel for a while. You know, I have never owned a turtle before. I used to live in Nova Scotia where turtles were illegal, so it's only ever really been an option for me to own a turtle like the past year that I've lived in Ontario. do really want to own a turtle at some point, but the time yet has just not come. But hopefully at one point in the future I'll be able to have my own turtle, but for now it is a really great experience just being able to care for Dion's turtle. He's so cute. I'm so happy to have him. However, I am really excited to send him off to Dion. You know, I can live out my turtle dreams secondhand through Dion and this turtle, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to visit multiple times and see this turtle again. I really do love this turtle, so I am very excited for Dion to get it, and I'm excited to see it over on his channel. With that said, Dion is also filming a video where he's going to be unboxing this turtle and everything after I ship it to him. So make sure after you watch my video, make sure you go over to Dion's channel and check out his video if you want to see more of this turtle, because I'll be honest, his video is probably going to be a lot more exciting than mine is, because, you know, he's the one keeping the turtle and getting to own this turtle, so a lot more exciting things happening on Dion's end. I'm just kind of the middleman for now. But I must say that I am very happy to be the middleman when it comes to taking care of an adorable turtle. So it is time that we get this turtle packed up and ready to ship. The delivery drivers are going to be here sometime between 3 and 6, so I just need to get this guy ready in his box, so then whenever they show up to pick him up, he is ready to go. So as you can see, I have my turtle right here, and right here I have the shipping box for him. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my phone and pull up the shipping instructions that I was sent, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start packing our turtle. So first I'm just going to remove this styrofoam here so I can see everything that's inside. It is important that I don't break this styrofoam or anything because I need to use this. And then inside here we have all of the turtle shipping supplies. So the very first thing that I need to do is actually just to activate my heat pads. So it says to do this at 1 p.m. My pickup is coming anytime between 3 and 6. So I have to activate just one, which I already did. So in order to activate these, you just have to take it out of the package and then shake it, and then it'll start warming up. I was sent 2 heat packs. However, in the instructions that I was emailed, it specifies to only use one of them. So that's what we're doing. All right, so now that our heat pack has been taken care of, it's time to actually prep the turtle himself for shipping. So this container right here is what the turtle's going to go in, and the first thing I want to do is just put a little bit of substrate down. I must say these plastic containers are really annoying to deal with because they just like do this, they don't stay up. Anyways, so I'm going to be taking some paper towel and just placing it in here. This way, if the turtle ends up pooping or peeing anything, it's going to be absorbed by the paper towel and you won't just be walking around in it. So this right here is honestly all we really need to do on the inside of the container for it to be ready for the turtle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take our little friend right here and place him right in there. So now this will be his little space that he's shipped in. A lot of people wonder why reptiles are shipped in such small containers, and the answer to that is actually for their own safety. Putting them in these little containers isn't so that it can be more convenient for us, but it is actually much safer to ship a reptile in a small container. If you think about it, imagine if this turtle here was in a really big container and the box accidentally got moved around during the shipping process. This turtle inside that enclosure could then possibly move around in all this space, and it leaves more room for injury, whereas if they're in a smaller secured environment, they don't really have the opportunity to move around as much as they would in a larger enclosure, so it really minimizes the risks of injury. So now I'm just going to go ahead and close the lid on here. Now I am going to be taping it down as well just for extra security. I just don't have the tape on me right now, so I'll do that in a minute. As you can see, there are some air holes on the side. It might actually be hard for you to see because I can't really angle it up without messing with the turtle. But even if you can't see them, just know there are some air holes on the inside of this container. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier is that after you activate this heat pack, you actually need to wrap it in a towel and let it sit for an hour just to warm up and stuff. So while I'm filming and everything right now, that is currently what's going on. The heat pack that I activated, this is obviously the non-activated one, is currently wrapped up in a towel warming up. So I have my tape here, so now I'm just going to take it and then use this to tape the lid shut on the turtle's container. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little piece of tape here, place it right there, and then fold it over the bottom here. There There we go, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Okay, so this container is nice and secure now. I don't see the turtle being able to escape it in any way. The lid is closed, it's taped down, it has its air holes in it, so the turtle is good to go in this container. So now we just have to prepare the rest of the shipping box. So I have my heat pack here, so what I have to do now is tape this inside the styrofoam box. So the instructions say to tape it right on this back portion of the box. It says specifically to put it on the long side and to make sure that this red line here is facing the inside of the box. And when you're taping it, you also don't want to really cover the heat pack. You want to try to just tape these corners right here, the edge bits. So now that the heat pack is in there, I'm just gonna go back ahead and place this newspaper that came in here and put it just like that. And now we're gonna go and take our turtle. So the turtle's right here, right in his shipping container. So this container has the paper towel substrate, it has air holes in it, and I also taped down the lid just to make sure it is extra secure. So we're going to go ahead and put our turtle in here. Want to try to put it right about there, and then I'm going to use the paper to fill up the blank space. So it says to place a little bit of paper, which I have here in between the animal and the heat pack, although it says not to put too much because you want to make sure that, you know, the heat isn't just getting trapped behind the paper. So I'm just going to crumple this up a little bit and then place it behind the turtle here. So now that that paper's in place, you basically just want to take more paper to fill up some of the extra space. You don't want to pack it too tight or anything, but just enough so that you don't want to worry about the animal sliding around in here. So I'm going to take this little ball here and place it on this side of the turtle, and then this other ball here and place it on the other side. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just place a little bit more paper right in this area, basically just to fill in the empty space, again to prevent the turtle from possibly moving around. This should keep him nice and secure and right in his spot. Hopefully he'll be comfy that way. So now that the inside of this box is all set and ready to go, I'm just going to take the styrofoam cover and place that right back on top. And this is going to help insulate the box, keep the heat inside. And I do want to say these boxes are not airtight. The animal can still breathe. Don't worry about that. So now we just have to take care of the outside of the box. So now that the turtle is all packed inside, I just have to pack up the rest of the box. So there are a few things that I need to do to the outside. First one being just tape it shut. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is place the shipping label package on here. So the shipping label actually goes inside of this, although I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to peel the back off of here. And then I'm just going to go and slide the label inside of here. Along with the package, they also sent these stickers on here. So these are really, really important to have on here when you're shipping an animal. So in my instructions, it specifically says to place 2 of the yellow ones on top as well as 2 of these red ones, and then with the remainder of them, place them on the sides. So I'm going to make sure 2 of these stickers are going right on the top of the box here. And then also 2 of these red stickers. Alright, and now just all the rest of these stickers here are just going to be stuck somewhere else on the box. There we go, our turtle is all boxed up now, so it has all of the proper things that it needs, so hopefully he will have a nice safe trip to Dion.
Hey everybody watching Emma's channel, my name is Dion, or you may know me as Reptiliatus. I just want to take some time to say I'm so happy and thrilled to have this adorable little turtle in my pet family, and I just want to take a quick moment to thank Emma for taking care of it and shipping it off to me. If you guys want to see the follow-up to this story, me receiving the turtle and setting up its future home, definitely consider checking out the link down below in Emma's description to the video there. Thanks so much.